He is right that largely he got good press as a businessman, and he's got an avalanche, a never-ending avalanche of negative coverage since the day that he got into the race. But when the President of the United States talks about the corrupt media, you deal with journalists all the time in this job. Do you believe that all the journalists who are talking and writing and reporting on Donald Trump are corrupt?
I'm not going to use the word all. I think that's a little bit too absolute. I think that there are some good journalists out there. But I will say that I think journalism today has turned into advocacy journalism, and I think that that's to the detriment of the American people. American people get their news, they want to turn on the news, and they want to get an honest accounting of what is happening in this country, and that's not what is happening right now. You can even look at small things like the game yesterday. We had reporters saying the president got booed. I was in that stadium, and that crowd went crazy. And then when you talk about when al-Baghdadi was taken down, and we had some people saying that, you know, he was this religious cleric. It's really unfortunate that they won't even give him a fair shake, excuse me. Yes. I have to say, tough reporting is okay. That's fine with us, but it's got to be fair, and it is not fair across the lines for this president.
President Trump often says, he said it again this week about a Washington Post story involving Bill Barr, that the press uses made-up sources when the sources are not named. Do you believe the sources are made up, as opposed to the sources could be wrong or it could be out of context or whatever?
I'll tell you this, I get hundreds of emails a day, and I have reporters telling me I've got this anonymous source that's telling me X, Y, or Z. And I always say to them, I will go on the record and tell you that that's absolutely not true. And they'll just say to me, we stand by our sources. That's concerning to me. When somebody like me will put my name to something to say that a source is wrong or that's just absolutely wrong, that's not okay.
But are you at least quoted? Are you at least quoted in the story as saying it's not true?
Half the time. Half the time.
Okay.
Not always. It's funny to me, one of the publications says democracy dies in the darkness. And what I've noticed in the last, couple of months especially, that only matters when it comes to the president. They're fine with all these closed-door hearings on the Hill. They're fine with somebody writing an anonymous book. So, it's the rules seem to change for this president.